Crazy Church Staff Stories, Part 1. Back in 1999, I got my first job as a youth pastor, and they let me take the students, it was about 12 middle and high schoolers, in a church van from Atlanta to West Virginia for a ski trip. Now, even back then, you weren't supposed to drive a church van, according to the insurance company, until you were 25. Somehow they let me. I took these teenagers, we go skiing. Now, here's the thing. There was this one guy, and he was kind of the cool kid in the youth group. All the girls liked him, right? Well, there were two girls in particular who were fighting over cool guy, all right? And first girl, we'll call her Mary. She's got cool guy's attention. Other girl, we'll call her Sally. She's not getting as much attention as she wanted. And so they're kind of bickering and fighting over him the whole way there. We get there, we're having a good time. We go skiing. We have a full day of skiing. We're supposed to have 3 days of skiing. First night, girl number 2, Sally, comes running into the lobby where we're just kind of hanging out, and she's hysterical. And she tells us that her dad had been hit by a drunk driver and was in a coma, and that she had just got off the phone with her mom and she needed to go home. So I'm 19, I'm freaking out. Everybody's hugging her, we pray for her. The pastor from the camp we're at, he comes and prays. That next morning we get up early, load the van, we get in the crack of dawn. We're gonna head back to Georgia. The whole way home, cool guy has got his arm around Sally. You see where this is going, okay? And she's getting some attention and she's crying the whole way, but you know, she's feeling the love. And we get back to the church early, and we're standing there in the parking lot, and as we're waiting, a car pulls in, and guess who gets out of the car? Yeah, Dad that was in a drunk driving accident and who was supposedly in a coma. And that's what happens when you don't verify teenagers' stories. Or that's what happens when you let a 19-year-old youth pastor go off with a bunch of teenagers. And so yeah, that's one of my craziest youth ministry stories. She was lying. Then she called everybody in the group. She called me and said her excuse was that the lines must have gotten crossed up and she must have been talking to someone else's mom, and that there's some poor girl out there who doesn't know that her dad's in a coma and she doesn't really know what to do.